We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. In the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Lance looking to throw it. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Rams are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Lance.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
throw caught by Kupp out wide.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
He's going to have the first down and more than that.
Touchdown!
Cooper Kupp,
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Rams are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Gay is on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Lance going to throw.
And that is incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Now Lance.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter.
And the Rams continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Rams 21, 49ers nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there for the Niners. 72 yards. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Again, it's Lance.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work.
Second down, it's Henderson. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 21-0 our score after one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw, Stafford.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA!
It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime, and CDNL bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away, but this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 39.
52 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Throwing on 2nd down, Lance. That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
Throwing now is Lance.
They shakes him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Here we go.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
And Lance now to throw.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, on 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down,
They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Van Jefferson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Gain to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Rough incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, San Francisco.
On first down, Lance. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.